So I've never painted with Fusion paint before or done anything like this before. So I'm starting with a polyurethane alternative. I'll take a picture of what I'm using. To clean it first, then it has to dry for 12 to 14 hours, then sand it, then apply the Fusion paint. So here goes nothing. Okay, so I've scrubbed the mirror and the drawers and the vanity itself. I apologize for my working conditions. I'm hiding in my laundry room so that the child doesn't see it. Now we let it dry. Yeah, for about 12, 14 hours. And I was going to show how dirty that water turned out. Gross. But I guess with however old this is, yeah, there's definitely going to be some grease and grime on there. And it smells like it maybe at one point it was owned by a smoker. Plus there was this in one of the drawers. I feel like that's old. I don't know. I'm not a smoker, but I feel like that looks like an old container for tobacco. Cool. And these are the supplies we'll be using to paint it. So this was the Fusion TSP alternative. It's recommended to me because it doesn't leave a film or need as much rinsing as TSP. In fact, it shouldn't need any rinsing at all. It should just be able to be on there, and I didn't have to wear gloves while using it because it doesn't have the chemicals in it. And then I picked Fusion Mineral Paint in Lamp White. They had a piece in Remarket in downtown Salmon Arm that was painted in this. It looked absolutely beautiful. It's got a grayish tone to it. Definitely more cool white, not the warm white, which would be my go-to. So we've got Lamp White Fusion Mineral Paint, the cleaner, and then those are the fixtures for it. So our next step is to sand it. I think this is called 220 sandpaper. Maybe it says it on there. I don't know. But it's to sand it, and not to sand it like it's just that it's got this veneer on it. So we're not going to get it right down to the wood. We're just supposed to scuff it up. So the paint has a bit more to adhere to than the gloss will provide. So this is the step we're on currently, and then it's paint time. So excited. So this is with the sanding. So this one has not been sanded. It still has the shine to it. And then this one has been sanded. So he said he's like, it doesn't matter if it still feels like smooth and whatnot. It just shouldn't be shiny anymore. So that is definitely shiny. This is definitely not shiny. So hoping I'm doing this right. It's definitely a labor of love. There's not a lot of air in my space I'm working in. But it's definitely getting cloudy, and then I'll wipe it down. But it's definitely not shiny anymore. Like the sheen is gone. I feel like it's there, but it doesn't look it anymore for the most part. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to paint. Okay, so I'm opening the paint. My lamp white. And we're going to do our first stroke of it on the drawer. I'm impressed with the coverage, especially because this was all shiny, if you recall. Covering beautifully. I think, yes, 2 coats will be a must, but it's really good coverage. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start on the mirror. There's Weston checking out Mom's progress. What do you think?
I think you're doing good.
Thanks, buddy. And I got some new hardware today from Remarket in Salmon Arm for the drawers. It's going to look beautiful. Very excited to get it done. Okay, so second coat. Well, partial second coat. I haven't done all of it because it's still the last week of summer, so we still got to take the kids to the water slide and stuff. But the drawers have had their second coat, and the mirror has its first coat. Actually pretty happy with how that went on. Because it's water-based, if it dries, even if a little bit gets on the mirror, you can just scrape it off. So that's awesome. And yeah. Better get upstairs, go to the water slides before our little one gets suspicious, but I'm very happy with how it's turning out. Okay, so I think all the necessary coats are on this beautiful piece. And then the drawers, I've attached their new hardware. It looks so pretty. And the mirror, may need to do one more little coat. It's tricky because the back of this mirror is so pretty. I didn't really want to paint it, but now I feel that it's dumb that it's dark. I don't know. And then the back on this side is an entirely, I'd move it, but I can't touch it because it's wet. It's an entirely different panel. It's like they replaced it at some point. So that I won't paint, but I kind of feel like I should paint that. I don't know. Well, you guys, it's done. I am absolutely obsessed with it. We're being very quiet because it's nighttime. It's a surprise for the birthday girl, of course. But it turned out, yeah, don't mind my outfit, beautifully. As per usual birthday traditions,